In today's video, I'm taking a look at a new DePIN project, and it's this one right over here. This is the OG Genesis Wi-Fi miner, and this is from Wayru. What this device allows users to do is connect using the Wayru app to gain internet connectivity. Wayru is a project that is creating a blockchain-based wireless internet network. They sent me this device to test out. I'll let you know my experience so far. I'll walk you through the setup of the device, and I'll let you know what the rewards look like. This project is extremely early. The token isn't even available yet. There is going to be a token generation event that will happen by the end of this year, and the price of the Wayru token is expected to be 0.005. We'll do some rough calculations. I've had my device running for almost 2 weeks right now, and I can let you know the results of that. So what Wayru is doing is they're creating a decentralized network to offer internet access. People who purchase miners or have a miner on the network are called operators, and they're contributing to the network by offering internet access. What you will be getting for that internet access is going to be the Wayru token. Currently, right now, we're only getting the rewards. There are some specs involved that you want to fall in line with to make sure that you maximize the potential of your miner. There's also opportunities to earn points in different categories, and I'll make sure I link all that information in the description below. The first thing that we're going to look at is the type of miners. Now, I have the OG Genesis, like I had mentioned before, but you don't have to have this specific miner. They have a few other ones, and you can also bring in your own device. I'll be talking specifically about my miner in just a moment, so I'll just show you the devices that they have available. This is the miner page. I'll make sure to link this in the description below. We scroll down over here, we can see that we have a few different devices. So they have the Apocalypse. This is an indoor Wi-Fi miner. This is going to be good if you're inside a house or an apartment building or inside a restaurant. You want to make sure that you're in an area that has foot traffic, so you're able to provide internet access. So the Apocalypse is going to be the indoor version, and Prometheus is going to be the outdoor version. The Prometheus is actually very interesting to me. If you've been watching my videos, you know that I have a DePIN shed, and this would be a perfect device to add to one of my poles that I have out there. And if you scroll down a little bit over here, we have the Genesis. This is called the OG indoor Wi-Fi miner. That's the one I'm testing out right now. And they also have this Eclipse miner over here. So the Apocalypse right now, this one is a $99 miner, extremely low cost. And then you can also take a look at the Prometheus, which is the outdoor miner. This one is $250. As you can see, both of them are sold out. Inventory is supposed to be replenished. The team did give me a discount code, so I'll make sure I link that in the description below if you're interested. I had also mentioned that you can bring your own device. So I'm just going to bring up the window right over here for the compatibility list. So this is the compatibility list that they have so far. You have indoor miners and you have outdoor miners. I'm going to link this down below. There's a lot of popular models that are listed in here. So there's a good chance that you might actually have one of these at home. One thing that you do need to note is to onboard this, you're going to install something called the Wayru OS, and that's the operating system that's going to be installed on one of these compatible devices. So you can download the software, and then when you're ready to onboard it, there is a cost for it. It's going to be $20 to use the Wayru OS, and then that can be renewed for $10. Now, above and beyond that, there's also a minting process. The minting process is going to be 50 USDC. You definitely want to consider that when you're going to be bringing on your own device. So that's how you get the device. The next thing that you want to do is set it up. The setup is actually pretty user-friendly. I do want to let you know that it is a little buggy. There is still some instances where maybe the app might crash or minting could take a little bit of time. When you're ready to onboard the device, there's a few things that you're going to want to do to get us connected, and I'll walk you through the steps. So the first step to get this installed is you want to make sure that you have the PoE injector connected correctly. One of the network cables will have to plug into your router. So it'll be your router or modem, whatever you're using to gain internet access. So that cable is going to go from that device into this PoE injector. This device is going to supply power and internet to your miner. So it's going to plug in here, and then the other cable is going to come out of the PoE injector. It's going to plug into the WAN port of your miner. And then we're going to go ahead and we're going to be installing the app. So we can let this start up for a little bit. It might take a few seconds for it to boot up, and then you're going to install the app on your phone. My device is a Pixel 6. I'm using an Android device. The first thing that we want to do is create a wallet. You want to make sure that you keep your seed phrase somewhere safe and don't share that with anybody. So once the wallet process is then created, we can go ahead and then add our miner. So we're going to tap on Add Miner. You can see the list of all the miners that are supported in here, and I believe more are going to be added. I have the Wayru Genesis, so I'm going to go ahead and select that. And then you're going to select the chain that you want this on. My preference is Solana, but you can use whatever you're comfortable with. And then we're going to go ahead and add the miner. So it wants to pinpoint the location that you're located in. You can adjust this as needed. And then it wants to connect to the device. When you tap on connect, it wants to connect to the Wi-Fi of that specific device. So you can switch networks and connect to it. Once it's connected, you'll be able to add the device to the network. Once it's been added, the last step is to mint your device. The minting process can be done on the chain that you're on, and then you want to make sure that you have at least $50 worth of that crypto to mint your miner. So far, we've talked about onboarding device and installing the app. What I'm going to also do right now is just show what the earnings are. I've been running this for almost 2 weeks. I think it's about 12 or 13 days so far. I'll show you what the rewards look like. And here's the device. I'm logged in right now, and you can see that I have 13,643 Wayru. These are test tokens right now. They will be exchanged to a value of 1-to-1 when the token generation event happens. Once that happens, I'll have complete access to these tokens and I can cash out. I can do whatever I want at that point. This is the dashboard of the rewards for my miner. And you can see I haven't claimed the rewards yet. I don't claim them every day. I claim them every few days. It's been 2 weeks so far. And right now I've earned 13,643.08 Wayru. These tokens have no value. They'll be exchanged to a 1-to-1 value when the token generation event happens. When this token is available on the market, the value of it will be 0.005. So right now, this token, which is 13,643.08, I'm going to times that by 0.005, and the current value is going to be $68.22 if we're going to round up. So $68.22 is going to be the value for 2 weeks. If I just times that by another 2 weeks, we're looking at $136. Now there's also some bonus tokens, and I haven't maximized my miner, which will allow me to earn more. There is some factors to maximize your earnings. Scrolling down a little bit over here so you can see the diagnostic section. The upload speed is 30 megs. The download speed is 30 megs. Latency matters. You want to make sure the latency is very low. Mine's at 4 milliseconds, which is great. And my uptime, which is right over here, my uptime is 99.2. So it's pretty much up all the time. This is where positioning of your miner matters. You earn more rewards as people connect to your network and use it. So you've seen the earnings so far for me right now. And I've talked about the hardware setup, and everything seems to be pretty straightforward. What I want to do right now is just give you a few cons that you might want to consider if you're looking at this project. The first thing is, on top of the cost of the hardware, there's also a minting cost to bring it onto the network. That's going to be a $50 additional cost that you have to make sure that you account for. The other part is going to be market volatility. Once the token generation event happens, it's going to be priced at 0.005. This could quickly double and triple in value. It could also drop in value. So the earnings won't be consistent, but that goes for any crypto project. So far, this is great in North America. What I do think is, depending where you are in the world, when they're going to be deploying these units, there might be regulatory issues. So if you're looking to get into this project, you want to make sure that your country is able to provide this service. The more people that use it, the slower the network will get. So depending on how many miners are in a specific area that might be high traffic, network congestion could also be a problem. The flip side to this is you don't get any traffic at all. You might put this out in an area that you thought there would be people, but there is no traffic over there, so there's no users, so your rewards will suffer for that. These are some things that you want to consider before you jump into the project and deploy a miner. One other thing that I wanted to point out that is definitely a pro is how responsive the team is. If you're having any issues with your miner and you jump on their Discord, which I'll link down below, the team members are actively trying to sort out any issues that you might have. So if you are experiencing any issues, getting it resolved will happen pretty quickly. The token price itself, when it's released at 0.005, is a starting point. We've seen this happen with a lot of other projects where that token price can double, triple, and even 10x. I'm not going to say that's going to happen. This is not financial advice. There's a huge potential for that token price to appreciate in a short period of time. Those are my initial thoughts on Wayru and how the project is working out for me so far. I'm continuously updating my Twitter account. I'll make sure I link that down below so you can see my earnings as I progress along with it. Like I had mentioned, I like getting into DePIN projects very early. So if you're interested in more DePIN projects, another one that I'm testing out right now is called Rover. I'm going to be putting out a video on that soon and let you know my experience with setting this one up. If you're a big fan of DePIN and nodes, I have a lot more content coming out, so subscribe for more. And if you thought this review was helpful, please smash the like button. If you have any questions, go ahead and put them in the comments below. Thank you for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one.